Thanks to historical TV shows like The Last Kingdom and Vikings, production studios are keen now more than ever to produce high-quality historical TV shows and worlds to cash in on this new trend. And in this video, I will introduce you to 5 upcoming historical TV shows that you probably didn't know about, and why they may be some of the best new potential shows of 2023 and 2024. But before we begin, don't forget, if you love anything to do with historical TV shows or historical movies, then subscribe to my channel, History Spark. At number 5, it is The English Patient, an upcoming historical TV show based off of the 1992 novel by Michael Ondaatje, which is set during the North African Italian campaigns of World War II. The premise of this TV series is based around 4 individuals who end up together at an Italian villa during the Second World War. An unrecognizably burned man who is a count, and the patient mentioned in the title, his Canadian Army nurse, a sick British Army sapper, and a Canadian thief. There was a 1996 movie based off of this book, and it was very well received, winning 9 Oscars at the time. So I am hoping that this upcoming TV series of The English Patient will be just as good. This series is expected to be releasing to BBC One at some point in 2023, so be sure to keep an eye out for this show. At number 4, it is The Winter King, an upcoming TV show based off of the Warlord Chronicles, a trilogy of novels written by Bernard Cornwell, the author of the Saxon Chronicles, which The Last Kingdom was based off of. This TV show will focus around King Arthur and his knights, as well as other mythical figures such as Merlin and Arthur Pendragon, as well as the legend of Excalibur. The confirmed casting for this upcoming TV series so far is Lane de Castecker as Arthur Pendragon, Jordan Alexandra as Guinevere, Nathaniel Martello as Merlin, and Stuart Campbell as Defil, and Ellie James as Nimue. The Winter King will be getting released to ITVX and MGM later on this year, so be sure to keep an eye out for this new historical fantasy series. At number 3, it is A Gentleman in Moscow, an upcoming historical TV show by Paramount, which is based off of the Gentleman in Moscow novel by Amor Towles, and it focuses around a Russian aristocrat who is spared death and placed on house arrest in the Metropole Hotel, while the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia is taking place all around him. This TV series stars Ewan McGregor and Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the lead roles for this show, so it is safe to say that the acting, at least in this show, should be top tier, and I am hoping that this TV show may be a gateway to get more Russian history-based TV shows onto our TV screens. At number 2, it is Shogun, an upcoming historical show once again based off of a novel. This time being based off of James Clavell's book called Shogun, and it will follow the adventure of 3 primary characters in feudal Japan. A white English sailor named John Blackthorne, who ends up shipwrecked in Japan, Lord Toranaga, a powerful daimyo, and Lady Mariko, a woman looking to make her mark on the world. The primary cast will star Cosmo Jarvis as John Blackthorne, the always awesome Hiroyuki Sanada as Lord Toranaga, and Anne Sawai as Lady Mariko. So with a stellar cast involved, a fascinating plot to explore, and a great historical backdrop, Shogun could potentially be one of the best historical TV shows of recent memory. And the top spot on this list goes to another upcoming historical TV show based off of a book. Surprise, surprise. And this time it will be a novel written by Ken Follett, The Evening and the Morning, which is a prequel to the amazing Pillars of the Earth series. This TV series will be set in England in the year 997, where Vikings and attacks by the Welsh are constant threats to the poor and rich alike in England. This TV series will explore themes of ambition and corruption in the royal court, religious influences in medieval England, and the relationship between Saxons and Danes during this time. There's not much known yet about this show in terms of casting or who will be directing it, but I am a huge fan of Ken Follett, and I for one cannot wait for The Evening and the Morning to get released. But let me know in the comments down below which of these shows you're looking most forward to, and if there's any other shows that I may have missed. And if you love anything to do with historical TV shows and historical movies, then subscribe to my channel, History Spark. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.